Filming from Django 2019, here is Marco, where Bruce, with his bubbling personality, is going to tell us a little bit about Paint the Roses, an upcoming game with an Alice in Wonderland theme, if I understand correctly.
It certainly is. That's easy to tell. You see the Queen of Hearts on the cover.
I know, right? That gives it away. Yeah.
Indeed. So what we're looking at here is Paint the Roses. Paint the Roses is an Alice in Wonderland themed group deduction game. Okay, so you are gardeners working for the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts has rules on how she wants her garden set up. But if you know anything about Alice in Wonderland, what the Queen of Hearts actually wants is to cut off as many heads as possible. So what she has said is this: you're going to work on my garden, and I'm going to give you rules on how to set up my garden. And if you tell anyone, I'll cut off your head. So you have to communicate with the other gardeners the rules that she wants accomplished, but without talking to them.
Okay.
So it works like this. There are tiles in the bag. There are 4 shapes: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades, and 4 colors: red, yellow, purple, and pink. On your turn, let's set up a couple other things. Let's set up us. We are this little set of guys here. And then let's set up the Queen of Hearts. She is there with her axe. Okay. There are different sets of rules. Rules are color to color, color to color, or shape to shape. Color to color, shape to shape, or color to shape.
Yep.
Okay. So on your team, up to 1 person can have a simple rule, which is color to color.
Yep.
On your turn, you can only see your rule, and each person has a rule they can see.
Yep.
You can take any one bush from the greenhouse and put it on the board to communicate what your rule is. So we have pink to red. You might grab a pink and put it right there. Yep. Everybody has cubes. Anybody who has a rule that is followed here puts a cube on it to say, this number of tiles touching this tile follows my rule.
Okay.
When you do that, the table must then, because first part of your turn you play a bush, and then the whole table decides whose rule are we going to guess.
Right.
Every turn you are obligated to guess a rule.
Oh.
If you are right, there's a number of points on the card. You will move that many spaces forward. If you are wrong, the queen will take her movement towards you. If the queen gets to you, she cuts off your heads.
Yeah, I assume then you lose.
Then you lose. If you can complete the entire garden, and she'll take one last swipe at you, she'll take one more turn. If she doesn't get to you, you've won the game.
Yep.
A couple other things to note: anytime you get through one of these arches, she gets angry that you're becoming successful. She gets a new stack on her base, and she also starts to increase her movement around the board. So what this does is, it sounds very mathematical, but thematically what happens is, if you're doing poorly at the game, she'll kill you in probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're doing great at the game, she'll be on your heels for 35.
Right.
So if you don't have any of those games where you played for 40 minutes and never felt like you were in it,
Right.
you know, like some games like Pandemic can run that way. A lot of co-ops can run. Yeah. To where you're like, we were never in it, but I've been here for the whole time, and this does not do that. She either makes quick work of you, as you would expect, or it's a long race around the board to be caught. So if you're looking at this, you can also do this. If nothing out there helps you, everybody that has rules that are met will put cubes on your tile. So if, for instance, somebody might be spade, and we've received some help, you might say, well, I'm not entirely sure. Let me place one here. It's not mine, but let me see what kind of help we can get.
Right.
And somebody that's spade, would go, well, that satisfies 2 of mine.
Yep.
And we go, okay, we can't get Bruce's rule, but we can get Keith's rule.
Yep.
And then we would guess yours into a clock. Every time you get a rule right, it upsets her and she hands you a new rule you have to deal with.
Excellent.
The easy cards are 1 point apiece. The medium cards are 2 to 3 points apiece. The top cards are 4 and 5 points apiece.
Okay.
One other thing to note, there's also this book that's going to come with it.
The points jump you forward on the track, further away from
the queen.
Right. Okay.
But as you start to go through every 10, these are going to be up. They only gave me 1 because they have to make them themselves, but they would be all around. But every time you go through a new,
she speeds up.
She speeds up to continue to catch you.
Gotcha.
Exactly. And then there's also this book it's going to come with. So even if you're ahead, you might try to beat the high score, because you might be well ahead of her and you know you're going to win the game.
Right.
But this motivates you to take some maybe less than advantageous moves to see if you can get a little further along.
Sure.
Yep. And there it is. It's coming out. It's going to come to Kickstarter in 2020. There will also be, right now we've been told there may be a deluxe version where the tiles are going to be like the tiles from Azul and the Queen's going to be 3D and all that kind of stuff. Yep, and that'll be the kind of thing you can find in the Kickstarter when we do it and on our website. But yeah, it'll be coming out in 2020 from Northstar Games.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.